making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM.
Here we go.
The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
That was a good one. Whoa, now.
Thank God your mic was not plugged up for that one.
That's a good one. That was a good one, though. That was a good one.
I had to laugh at it.
Huh?
I had to laugh at it.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good one.
It was a real good one.
It was a good one. What's going on, good people? After technical difficulties, we are here. Don't think that they can get rid of us that quick. We had a couple of technical. Why does that always happen for my show?
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy. It is. It don't. Do it happen for anybody else's show?
I don't know because I'm not here for anybody else's show. I'm exclusive to your show.
It don't happen for nobody else's show, just mine. So
It's the light-skinned blacks. It's always the light-skinned blacks.
it's always. I know you're not talking. Ooh. What's happening, good people? Hoping everybody's having a good Friday. Get ready for the weekend. Lot to talk about. We're gonna take it to the streets for New Orleans, and we're gonna go to Texas. This is Texas. Yes, it is. 'Cause we got to talk about what they try to do to the Democrats and try to do the gerrymandering thing in Texas. We got to talk about that. But before we go there, did you all know? Let me read the story to you. This is out of NOLA.com. This is a story that was put together by Doug Mackish. The story says days after some New Orleans second line parading groups panned a city plan to enforce existing parade regulations, the New Orleans City Council on Thursday asked police to hold off on enforcement of these rules and took steps to create new ones that invite more public input. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Well, let me go ahead on to tell y'all, because when I saw this, I was like, wait a minute, are you kidding me? So if you were going to have a second line in the city of New Orleans, this is what it's all about. It's about the second lines. I hope everybody been paying attention. The city of New Orleans was going to make you, if you had a second line, they were going to make you take out insurance. What? Yep. If you had and said, I want to do a second line, and you needed to have a second line, you needed protection, you needed the police officers and all of that, you had to also go and take out an insurance policy for that second line. I was thinking to myself, I was like, no. They're like, why are you saying no, Gerod? That might be a good idea for them to take out insurance on these second lines. Da, da, da. How can the city make you take out insurance, but the city don't have insurance? Hello? Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Huh?
Is this thing on?
Is this thing
well,
on?
Well, it is now.
Can you hear me? How you gonna make me take out insurance when the city don't have insurance? Council members also voted unanimously to begin creating new regulations that are more deeply informed by the city's second line community, adopting a motion which does have the force of law that allows a panel of second liners and social aid and pleasure clubs to advise on some new rules. All right, here go another one for you. How y'all gonna tell me that it's okay for us to be able to do these trailers? Have you seen these trailers at the second lines now that everybody's riding
Oh, you
on?
talking about with the barbecue pits on the back and whatnot?
And the big the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah. You seen them?
Yeah.
Everybody riding them?
Of course I've seen them.
You ain't supposed to have floats in the second lines?
No.
That's a float. You are carrying. Everybody got on their same outfits. You got the music going. They throwing out stuff. You got a crew on a trailer being pulled by a moving vehicle.
I'm surprised they haven't outlawed them yet. Because it was back about 4 months ago. One got into an accident on the Danziger Bridge, and the trailer was full of people in the back.
What the people doing?
Sitting down, waiting for somebody to come get them or something. Thank God, only the truck got hit and the trailer didn't.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, it would destroy.
Because there would have been fatalities.
Yep. Did you hear about the people? Like, what happened? They was on the Danziger. Crushed. City safety concerns, citing those safety concerns, that is, the police department had recently vowed to enforce regulations on parade trolleys. Flatbed trailers used to carry some participants during second line parades. NOPD Captain Anthony Michoud asserted that some trailers are potentially becoming unsafe, with people hanging off the sides of them, not harnessed, and they are encapsulated in these things. They have rails where you can't hang over stuff, but who has said how those rails are made? If I put my whole body weight on it, does that mean that it's going to hold me and the rest of the people that may be on there? So these people riding, hey, what's up? But I thought you said this is the second line. Why are they carrying people on trailers? Because that's a float. Am I wrong? Come on, somebody, don't get on me now. Don't get quiet now. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. Is this something? But I'm saying, what we saying about y'all, we also saying about the city. Because the city don't have insurance like that. How they going to make you have insurance? Your vehicle got to have insurance, but does your trailer have insurance? With all them people on it. Boy, I know that the sidewalk steppers and all the other folks, I know they pissed. I know they pissed. So they said, okay, we're going to let y'all kind of help us put this together. So they said the responsibility for the safety issues would fall on the trolley owners, who could be subject to the same requirements as party bus or tour bus operators. We be coming up and making it up as we go, don't we? We be making it up as we go. All right, we'll take a break here. We'll come back. And, oh, no, it ain't the time. Huh? You having a moment? Oh, really? So keep going? All right. Because I can't hear you. Can you hear the words? Nothing. Man, you're not coming through at all. So, why y'all did that to the equipment? Or who did that to the equipment? Well, second line producers say that the updates to the trailers and enhanced insurance requirements represented increased costs. Don't. It went out again. Can you hear me? I wonder can everybody can hear me? But the board went out again. Somebody else is saying we can't hear you. Oh, they can hear us on FM? All right, the internet just went out. Yes, indeed. Can you hear me? Getting not just one radio station, but two stations up at the same time. So that we'll be broadcasting on the FM as well as the AM band. So please bear with us. All this happening all at one time here in real time. So that's what's coming. So I hope that everybody can hear us. I hope that everybody can work with us. And give me your patience. In the famous words of, what's the name, Brandy B? On Channel 6 in the morning, you need to pack your patience, baby. Pack your patience. She gonna get me for that. But we're working on a couple of things. We are working on it. All right. I hope everybody is having a good day. So, with this being said, should I keep going? You can hear me over there. So we are broadcasting. I cannot hear you at all. I can't hear you at all. You hitting the right mic though, right? Mm. That's a phone. It is. It was. Really? It was just ringing. I hear it.
Visit DePaul's new Algiers Health Center at 2801 General de Gaulle Drive to receive primary and preventive care for both adults and children. Services also include behavioral health, imaging, and on-site pharmacy, vision, Medicaid enrollment assistance, and more. For appointments, visit DePaulCommunityHealthCenters.org or call 504-207-3060.
Hey, New Orleans, look for important changes to your natural gas service. This summer, Delta Utilities takes over for Entergy Gas with a Louisiana-born, Louisiana-based approach to safe, clean, reliable natural gas. No interruptions or rate changes due to the transition, just dependable service and modernized technology to keep you running smoothly. Get to know us at deltautilities.com and stay tuned for more later this summer. Delta Utilities, focused on natural gas, committed to New Orleans.
Are you passionate about community safety and police accountability? Tune in to The Monitor's Mic, where we talk about oversight, policing, and you. Hosted by the Office of Independent Police Monitor, we're here to shine a light on policing issues that matter, from real-time policing updates to in-depth interviews. Get the facts and stay informed. We're breaking down complex issues, highlighting community voices, and holding people behind the badge accountable. Join us for an informative hour every Friday at noon on WBOK. Your city, your police, your show. The Monitor's Mic.
All right, folks. I think it's welcome back. Is it?
It's back for the time being.
Back. Okay. So let me let everybody know. I know that, and I saw Joe Ken saying something on there like, y'all 36 minutes late. No, we were sitting here. Not only did we have to reboot because he said y'all had to reboot, and I know that it was something that they were trying to keep, to themselves while they were trying to get it on and do all the other stuff. But some things happened. Our engineer is here in studio with us. But what is going on is the fact that there is a FM signal that you'll be able to pick us up on, and they're working on it as we speak. Let me go ahead and give you the frequency. The frequency is going to be 107.1 FM. Okay, that's 107.1 FM. You'll be able to hear certain shows. I know the Front Porch is going to be on. They're going to have on, I think, Ricky Smiley. I think they're going to have on a couple of other shows, syndicated shows. And this show will also be on the FM band. So I'm hoping that everybody will not only just tune us in. Let me make sure that I tell everybody, too, that this is not a 100,000 watt powerhouse, boom, bam, boom. But the Metro New Orleans area, you will be able to hear us on the FM band. Meaning if you cross the river, you in Marrero, you in New Orleans East, you're in you're in Lakeview, you're in Gentilly, you're in Algiers, those area, Mid-City, the metro area of New Orleans, you'll be able to hear us on the FM band. This is not a 100,000 watt FM. This is a what we call translator FM. Okay, this is what you're going to be able to hear us on 107.1 FM. They are working on it as we speak, so we are asking that you bear with us while they're doing that. So, all right, I was having this conversation. Not only will you be able to hear us on 107.1 FM, you'll be able to hear us on your regular station, 12:30 a.m. as well. So, and you'll be able to hear us on the internet as well. So we're trying to cover all bases, all the bases. So that is going to come. I think it's going to be sooner than later. I know that Danny is in there doing all the work that he can, our engineer. So it's coming. Stop trying to stop progress. And what has happened is I'm gonna stick with this. You know, I'm the president of the Conspiracy Theory Club, right? Y'all know I'm the president of the Conspiracy Theory Club.
I thought it was the hair club.
No, it ain't the hair club. I don't have none. But what I do see is that every time we try to make a progress or make some type of progression, because these things are interconnected as far as coding and all that other stuff, I do see people that are trying to hack us. They be trying their best to hack us. And I think some of that happens today. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. I don't want you to be surprised either. But whatever it is, we got some smart guys that do that type of work, do coding, making sure that they know everything that's going on. So with them doing that type of work, that's what we need. That is exactly what we need. So I will tell you this. If you didn't know, now you know. We will be on FM. The frequency is 107.1 FM. I don't know if it's up yet. I'll be talking to the engineer while we're taking some breaks here, seeing if it's going to be up. And until that time, still join us by Facebook. Still join us by 12:30 a.m. Still join us by going on the website as well. And we'll definitely try to enhance what we do here. All right, y'all. News is next, and we'll come back right after that, have some more conversation. But we got to talk about the Democrats and what they're doing in Texas, or to Texas, or for Texas, and the Republicans too. More coming up, y'all. Everybody hold tight.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Black Maryland Governor Wes Moore is awarding $20,000 grants to 5 organizations supporting reentry services for current and former inmates in Maryland. Through the New Start grant program, the funding will help returning citizens receive training to become business owners. Artist Tiana Taylor is undergoing emergency vocal cord surgery after doctors found a non-cancerous growth. She's canceled upcoming appearances but confirmed her new album, Escape Room, will still release on August 22nd, her first release since 2020. And Brandon Clint Russell, a neo-Nazi leader from Orlando, has been sentenced to 20 years in federal prison for plotting to attack Maryland's power grid in 2023. He was convicted in February for planning to bomb electric substations in the Baltimore area. Authorities say the attack could have cost over $75 million in damages and left thousands without power. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 12:30 a.m.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. It is Friday. Is that the remix? Is that the remix?
Boy did that one on his own.
Hey, bro, y'all starting to scare me a little bit over here on the day. Y'all like, is there some ghost over there?
I got nothing to do with it. Not a thing.
What?
I have nothing to do with it.
Is it?
But it looks like it's okay now. But it hiccuped.
That was a hiccup.
It's on that brown and white. You remember that brown and white?
Don't even play with me, bro. I had to look away. I just had to look away.
Guilt, just a look of guilt.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I can't even lie. I can't even lie, bro. I can't. Did I look that bad? Did I look that bad? I didn't look that bad, did I?
The look on your face just now?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
that was a look of guilt for real.
It just went blank.
I didn't look that bad.
Your face went blank.
A lot of folks that don't know me don't know back in the day that I was.
They don't know that G.
Yeah, they don't know that G. I was trying to be the life of the party. I was trying to be the life of the party. Usually was, and
the minute that coke came off and started swinging in it, yeah, it was
the what?
on. when that sports coat came off and you started swinging it in the air?
I didn't swing
Talking
my
about,
sports
yeah!
coat. No. I don't know what
Talking
you're
about,
talking about. You got jokes.
I got the truth.
Oh, you got the truth?
Truth.
Is that what it is?
TROOF. Truth.
No, but we used to have fun though. I
Yeah,
mean, we had real fun back in the day.
Real adult fun. Didn't have to worry about nobody shooting or fighting or nothing like that.
Nothing like that. We used to have fun, and that's what I miss. I miss those days. They'd be like, "Well, gee, you an old man now." Da da da. Man, shoot, old people have fun too.
Yeah.
You're only as old as you feel.
We paid our dues.
I got to say what's up to Mary Green. I know y'all gonna call and tell her, you know Gerard on the radio talking about you? Yeah, y'all call and tell her Gerard said he sent a shout out to you today. I gotta say what's up, Mary Green. She gonna text me in a minute and tell me. Folks telling me you on the air talking about me. Y'all. Hey, Mary. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about in my list of things that need to be talked about is the number of folks that not are, but aren't paying attention to what's going on in Texas. Are you paying attention? Because at first I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about this yet. But this is blowing up so much. It's making me ask the question, are the folks in Louisiana paying attention? And if you are, can we talk about it? Come on now, 504-582-9422. Let me give you some examples of what's going on. What's going on, Gerard? I'm glad y'all asking. So, the Orange Man has come up with an idea. The idea is that he wants to hold on to the authority that he thinks he has during the midterm elections so that they don't lose nobody. Like, what? Yeah. Trying to make sure that they don't lose any of the votes, any of the folks. So what he's trying to do is illegal. It's gerrymandering. But wait a minute, Gerard. They trying to gerrymander what? They're trying to gerrymander Texas. So what will happen is that Texas will end up with 5 more representatives, Republican representatives. So they want to redraw the district lines and get rid of representation for the Democratic folks, which are going to be more so folks that are black and brown. They're going to be minority districts. So if they redraw and gerrymander those lines, they probably can add either 4 or 5 more folks that will be Republican and will give Trump everything that he needs. So that will add, we have a very slim margin of Republicans in the House right now. I think it's 3. And what they want to do is add 4 or 5 more so that they will have the majority, not only just the majority, but the super majority. So if they lose 1 or 2, it's not going to affect them. So the Democrats of Texas picked up on it. And they were like, you trying to do what? They're like, yeah. So I'm glad of what they've done. They said, no, 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 no. We're not going to just let you do that. So to be able to have a session, I'm hoping I'm not talking over anybody's head, to have a session where they can do that and say, hey, these are our lines. This is what we're going to do. You have to have a quorum. Meaning you got to have enough folks on both sides to have that quorum. The Democrats, on the other hand, said, oh, no, this will never go. So we're not going to show up. Well, if they didn't show up and they stayed in the state of Texas, the Governor Abbott, which, you know, we saw Jasmine Crockett call him Hot Wheels, he would be able to force the state troopers to go and get you. So all the Democrats got up and left the state of Texas. They are being protected in what, Minnesota? They got up and left. So guess what? They don't have enough people in the House to have a quorum. That's how the Democrats have tried to protect you. Because not only are they trying to protect the people of Texas, they are also protecting the people of the country. Because they're like, we're not going to let this happen. I was surprised that they've had Republican districts, people that live in Republican districts, that are standing up and standing for those folks that are Democrats and saying to Governor Abbott, as well as to Trump, and saying, this is wrong, and you're not supposed to be doing this. I voted for you. I will never vote for you again. And this ain't just Democrats saying it. These are people that are saying this and saying, you were a Republican, but you not no more. Did they go? What did they go? Minnesota. Jacqueline said they went to Chicago. I got the wrong. Yeah, she's saying they went to Chicago. So my question is, and I know that the governor of California was like, let them do it. Let them do it. And guess what? We'll do it too. We will gerrymander all of those districts in California. You don't want to play with us. You got to fight fire with fire. That's their line now. I got to fight fire with fire. So what are you thinking? Are they right? Are they staying away to make sure that this doesn't happen? Let's go. Let's get it done. 504-582-9422. Because could this, and we want to make sure that, you know, those thoughts, because Governor Abbott is like caving to Trump. My thoughts are this, and I know a lot of folks are going to go, what? Well, could that happen here? I don't know. Let me answer some of these phones here. My producer stepped away, so I'll just answer them myself. Hey, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, Lord.
Gerard.
Yeah.
Hey, this is your favorite caller, Eric, man. I was hoping Vappy would have been on.
So what you got?
Well, I wanted to talk to Vappy because I wanted to ask him if TD was a top or a bottom girl.
All right, so I'm getting ready to hang up on you again.
Oh, okay. Well, look, about the gerrymandering thing. Well, you know, we just had some gerrymandering that happened here in our state. That's how Cleo Fields got into the House.
That wasn't gerrymandering.
Yeah, they created a district that didn't exist before. Hello, that's what gerrymandering is.
They created a district that was supposed to exist that didn't because of gerrymandering, because they had districts that were reaching into other parishes in the state that were somewhere between 200 to 300 miles. So that was correction of gerrymandering.
Well, no. If you look at the district that was drawn for Cleo Fields, it makes absolutely no geographic sense. It's not like it's people within a certain region. This thing is stretched out. and comes around and curves here and curves there. I mean, it was purposely drawn to include black people into this district. And so when you want to create a district solely based on race, that's the definition of gerrymandering, and that's why Cleo Fields is a congressman now.
All right, so I want you to go back and take a look at that and see how they corrected it beforehand. All right, they corrected it so that it wouldn't be reaching into those different districts. So just take a look at it. I'm not going to argue with you on what you know or what you don't know.
Well, one of the things I wanted to point out is that the state that they went to, Illinois, that's one of the most gerrymandered states in this nation. The Democrats have done it there. So, both parties do it, G. So, it's not like saying one party does it more than the other. They're both guilty of doing that.
Okay. That's your point?
That's it.
I got you. Thank you, Eric.
Okay. Hey, I'll call back when Vappy's on.
We look forward to it. Did that sound like sarcasm? That did? Okay. All right. Everybody else was calling. I answered the phone, so everybody else was calling. So call back. 504-582-9422 is the number. 504-582-9422, because all the phones were jumping off the hook here talking about this. So I do think, though, as you look at Texas, that the secret is out. So since the secret is out and what this is being used for is against the law. And that's what the problem is. It's not the point of, oh, well, you got gerrymandering going on there or you got gerrymandering going on there. They caught it. They caught it. So, all right. I don't know. Are we paying attention to this? That's what I'm looking at. All right, let's go to T-Bone. Let's go to T-Bone. 504-582-9422. All right, T-Bone. T-Bone.
Oh, yo, man, what's happening?
You the man.
Oh, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Wick, I'm gonna keep an eye on that, bro. We're gonna talk about that another time, dog. We're gonna talk about that another time. But you know what? It's gonna sound strange for me to say this, bro. Don't get mad with me. But Eric is correct. Both sides do it. They do gerrymander. They do those tricks.
But then you hear what I said? It's not the fact that they're both sides do it. The fact is, the Democrats caught it.
Yeah.
And the Democrats caught it because somebody told.
But
and
you know what?
They could all
it's
get
about
up in there,
time.
before they could all get up in there and go through their little sessions, somebody said, "Hold up, here's our fight." So the Democrats got and left the state.
But you know what? It's about time they do something.
Exactly. That's my point.
Corey,
I don't care who do it. But my point is, if we're talking about gerrymandering, it is wrong for both sides to do it. But I'm taking a look around and saying the Democrats got the upper hand because they left the state. You can't do a quorum.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what's going to have to happen across the country. Everybody's going to have to stand up, not just in Texas, not just in California, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me, with no V in it. That's how serious it is. Everybody got to stand up, because if you don't, he will continue to steamroll over us all.
Yeah.
Not just our side, but the Republicans that want to go back to the original conservative nature. There are some that don't like the MAGA stuff. They're quietly there because they're being shouted over by the ones that's bending a knee.
But the whole point of this situation, though, T-Bone, is the fact that when you use the word gerrymandering, first of all, it is supposed to be illegal. That's number one. Number two, I don't care what side does it. A lot of things are being done in this whole political issue right now, but I'm taking a look at it and saying to myself, it's who got caught. They got caught.
But here's the thing. Nobody is checking the politicians that's doing the crooked stuff. I mean, now.
Oh, they checking them. That's why they got up out of. That's why they left out of Texas.
No, you're not following. They were already on the way to do it. It's just that this particular time, like you said, the Democrats caught it. They gerrymandered the whole presidential election to get Trump in. Quiet is kept. People aren't looking at it, but they did it here in our state legislature. They did it in other places. And it ended up in court, got tied up in court, but he still won because he had enough districts gerrymandered to help him win. And they're trying to do it again because they're scared of these midterm elections. Don't think that they slept on this. They know people are pissed.
Mm-hmm.
They know people are pissed, and they know that their job is on the line. My friend calls them all the time. He said, it's the way of the weasel, bro. Weasels do not stand up for themselves. Weasels will show their true colors in the right situation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what these people are. They're weasels. The ones that don't want to come to the town hall or face their constituents. Weasels. The ones that sitting down because Trump told them, sit down and let me take control.
But if you take a look at what's happening, you have both sides. You have the Republican side of folks and you have the Democrat side of folks in Texas that are going to these they're going to these forums, they're going to these meetings, they're going to these different areas of towns in Texas and telling them.
That's fake news. That's fake news. That's fake Democrats.
No. But they're telling them, no, you cannot do it. Don't do it. And we're not
That's
going
what he's
to.
yelling.
Yeah.
That's what he's yelling.
Yeah.
You understand? But we know people are waking up, but it's about a day late and $1 short for you to wake up now.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what you really need to be doing, folks. 2 things. Vote against the clowns for the midterms and vote against him having a 3rd term. That is going to be their main objective.
Yeah,
that's what's
I can't.
That's gonna be the main
I can't
thing.
argue with you on that one. I can't argue with you on that one either. So
yeah, see
that third term thing is going to scare a lot of folks.
But you didn't believe me when I told you he was trying to do it at first. Now you see. Now you see it, and now you're starting to see just what I was saying when he was going for that immunity. That court is doing everything for him. That supermajority is working for him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the justice system is fully broken at this point. Not partially broken, not just broken, fully broken.
Right.
You have a criminal telling the Supreme Court what it can do with its business.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's bad, bro. That's bad.
All right, T-Bone, let me get these other folks. I got everybody holding on. I got to take a break.
All right, y'all. Have a good weekend.
All right, brother. You too. All right, we'll take a break here. We'll come back. More folks holding on. 504-582-9422 is the number. More coming up next.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat, brought to you by Fidelity Wealth Management. The Black Executive CMO Alliance is a group of black marketing executives who want to elevate each other and make a pathway for more diverse leaders. It launched the Becca Playbook, a 2-year program designed to help jumpstart careers for black talent. Anton Vincent is president of Mars Wrigley North America and a founding member of Becca. He told me the Becca Playbook is just one example of how the group is helping to create a talent pipeline.
The basic concept is to pay it forward, to take the connective knowledge and insight and influence and power and point it towards the next generation. You know, we try to provide a very structured, super high quality experience that is built around engagement, and built around learning, and built around access.
The Becca Playbook is one way for current black leaders to hold the door open for future black leaders. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Lowe's knows when you're looking for reliability, the right brand makes all the difference. And now, Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retailer for the Whirlpool water treatment line, including their Wi-Fi softener, under-sink filtration system, and more. With Whirlpool's proven performance and our everyday low prices, better tasting, better quality water is within reach. Shop pro-trusted brands like Whirlpool and more, in-store or online. Lowe's, we help, you save.
You're looking for a new ride? Don't waste time. Go see the finance man, Brandon Moore, only at Matt Bowers Ford in Metairie. That's 3724 Veterans Boulevard. Bad credit, no credit, don't sweat it. Brandon works with all types of credit. He'll fight to get you rolling today with quick approvals, friendly service, real results. That's Brandon Moore, Matt Bowers Ford, 3724 Veterans Boulevard.
Come see me and we'll make it happen for you, Dave.
Are you passionate about community safety and police accountability? Tune in to The Monitor's Mic, where we talk about oversight, policing, and you. Hosted by the Office of Independent Police Monitor, we're here to shine a light on policing issues that matter, from real-time policing updates to in-depth interviews. Get the facts and stay informed. We're breaking down complex issues, highlighting community voices, and holding people behind the badge accountable. Join us for an informative hour every Friday at noon on WBOK. Your city, your police, your show. The Monitor's Mic.
New Orleans, get ready to laugh. Join Inspire NOLA, K20, NSNO, and the Nord Commission, a free event for NOLA teachers, parents, and the community. Friday, August 15th at the Orpheum Theater, featuring comedians Frank White, Shady Feelgood, Rob Kazi, and Bruce, with performances by DJ Jubilee, the Big Six Brass Band, PNC, and Subtweet Sean, hosted by Tanya Boyd Cannon and Wild Wayne. Get your tickets and info at inspirenolaschools.org.
Hey, New Orleans, look for important changes to your natural gas service. This summer, Delta Utilities takes over for Energy Gas with a Louisiana-born, Louisiana-based approach to safe, clean, reliable natural gas. No interruptions or rate changes due to the transition, just dependable service and modernized technology to keep you running smoothly. Get to know us at deltautilities.com and stay tuned for more later this summer. Delta Utilities, focused on natural gas, committed to New Orleans.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana companies through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about what the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation does, please visit www.jazzandheritage.org.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. Here we go. The Reality Check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back. Kerwin.
Hey, Gerard.
What's going on with you? Big Money, how you doing?
Oh, doing well. Ready to talk Texas with you.
Come on, talk it.
Okay, well, we've got to talk about plans C, D, and E. I've been talking about that online and financing those state representatives some kind of way in order to keep them from coming back to Texas.
So let me make sure I understand, because I said something earlier. I need to correct it because I did say that gerrymandering was illegal, but it is not illegal. It's cheating to me. Now, that's my own, that's my explanation of gerrymander. I think gerrymandering is cheating, that you got to change the district lines so that, you know, you'll have a representation of a Republican or Democrat to increase the number of seats that you can have in a House election.
Correct.
So,
but see, what they want to talk about is in the middle of election season or between censuses, changing those districts, which would constitute gerrymandering. And they want to do it on the basis of his vote. Now, his vote was, in his eyes, a mandate, but in statistical eyes, it was a slim margin that he won by.
Right. So one of the things I know, and this has been really interesting in this whole scenario of what we are and where we are. If by chance they're listening to the Democrats, I'm talking about the Republicans in Texas, they have not had a problem telling them that y'all are spineless, that you all are actually letting Trump take away your integrity and your dignity because of the fact that you're letting him add more seats to the House because they're scared that they're going to lend that slim margin that we're talking about when it comes to midterm elections.
Correct. And that's why California wants to gerrymander their districts and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
So in that truth, let's see, who do we know Gavin Newsom said that bring it on. We got just as many here in California. We'll do the opposite of gerrymandering our district, so we'll have more minority vote.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, did we hear the same thing in Illinois with Chicago?
Well, ironically, it was gerrymandered there to swing towards the Democrats.
Right.
So people like Adam Kinzinger were gerrymandered out of their seats.
Mm.
So it swings back and forth, and they really need to do something, or we need to do something as far as creating some kind of law or laws, creating independent panels, which foster that.
Now, also,
crazy.
Let me kind of throw this into it may fit. Am I wrong in assuming that there are states like Louisiana that are now getting ready to deal with getting rid of the independent vote altogether? Because if I'm not mistaken, they're saying that independents won't be able to vote in like a primary like what's getting ready to come up. You're either going to be a Republican or you're going to be a Democrat.
Well, no, that's always been in many states.
Yeah, but
as a matter of fact, I didn't know that independents could vote in Louisiana like that. Interesting. Okay.
So what is your? Let me go back to your analogy here. You said Plan A. You said CBD.
Right.
Let's go down through the alphabet here. What are you thinking?
Well, first, we need to find out what are the financial needs and what is the long-term plan, because Abbott, they digging in, and it will be another 2 weeks, and they're also trying to marshal up the marshals.
Right. To go get them?
To go get them. Now, I want to see that happen. Okay.
Because they're protecting them in Chicago, right?
They're protected wherever they are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're protected wherever they are.
But what's your assessment? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I don't know, but we need to have some long-term considerations, because this is part of that Democratic kickback that needs to happen.
Because everybody that I'm hearing that's a Democrat, they're like, we're ready to fight. You know, we saw what's his name in the House last week getting upset from New Jersey and saying we're ready to fight. We are ready to fight. Stop folding. You know, Democrats, show that you got some puff with you and don't be folding, because I'm here representing New Jersey, and you all should represent y'all state like that too, and stop folding.
Correct.
I thought that was interesting, but I was like, okay.
I also think
Does it take them to just get mad and not be the recipient of those grants through Trump? Because those states that are Democrat, they're complaining that they're not getting the monies or the grants that's supposed to help them with, I guess some of their goodwill toward the populations there.
Well, the big beautiful bill is not the big beautiful bill, and they're going to cut Medicare. Well, not Medicare, but Medicaid.
Right.
And those cuts will affect the insurance markets, and we'll all wind up paying more in insurance. That's just one thing. And, of course, like you were talking about, grants and other things that they're seeing reductions in, hospitals will wind up being affected. So it's a not a trickle, it's a water hose effect that people are going to see.
Wow.
But
now, am I wrong in assuming that you're in Texas?
I am in Humble, Texas.
Okay, Humble, Texas, in the building. How big of a discussion is this amongst the community in Texas? Because if you're a news junkie, I mean, this seems to be taking over the 30-minute news cycle. But I'm trying to figure out, and I can tell today by the folks that are calling in that, okay, this is a big deal. But what about us? I mean, are we paying attention?
No.
Damn.
People are not paying attention. And you have a similar kind of apathy and, people living their lives. And unless you really are a 30-minute news watcher or an hour news watcher, which is minimal, you might see it. And you may have an opinion. But if you're not and you're on the internet or you're doing something else, no, it missed you.
Have you been to any of the forums? Because I see that the representatives are starting to have forums out there, and I was a little surprised just the fact that, and I know this may sound a little racial for some folks, but I was surprised to see the Caucasian population step up and say, "Wait a minute, y'all wrong," and I'm a Republican. They're saying they're wrong.
Mm-hmm. First, I haven't been to the forums, and you're right about the mixture of people that are saying you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I've been posting or reposting things on the internet. There's this Hispanic guy that drove from way out in Texas, and people need to hear what he had to say. But it was very stark and to the point.
Well, I think it's weekend. We'll see what happens with the weekend news cycle, and does it get a little bit more, gutter, or does it get a little bit straight to the point where people will take a minute and really pay attention to how this is going? Because it seems like it's going to be a fight for a minute.
Well, not only do you have that fight, but you have all the 50 million other scandals that are going on, from Epstein to we've forgotten about what was the Signal Gate when
all the texting and all that.
It's like 3 or 4 of them coming at you every day.
Well, I mean, but those are the distractions.
It was like maybe one a week.
Yeah, but how do you put them in order?
You don't. You have to fight the one that's right in front of you.
Yeah.
And right now, this is it. So
we shall see.
Anyway,
Kerwin, I appreciate the call. Thank you, my friend. Be careful down there and keep us updated. I think this is going to be really important. I appreciate the call for Texas. Thank you, buddy.
You take care, man.
All right.
Be well.
Rem Calhoun.
Good afternoon.
What you say there, sir? How you doing?
Was not redistricting about trying to make sure that certain people had representation?
Yes.
Within their neighborhood?
Yes.
So is it illegal for me to want representation that I can choose in my neighborhood?
No. It's not illegal
when I'm doing it to hold on to power, though.
So
if I'm going to do redistricting, And the only people that's going to benefit is not the people that really needs to benefit, that's not being represented. You're trying to, in my opinion, take away representation from some people.
Yes. And I'm trying to water down the representation that you may have that could be a powerful plot of land redistricting, meaning that if you have a population that is hundreds of folks that may be African American, I'm going to reach down many miles of a population or cross population of a state and combine that area with a highly Caucasian area. So what I ended up doing was combining your area with a population that is more cosmetically Caucasian, and then what I've done is watered you down. So the populace is greater from the Caucasian
that fell out
aspect.
the air and all fell together. That there was no planning, no systematic meetings on how to try to ensure this. Because Donald ain't that smart to come up with a plan like this. So who do you actually think came up with a plan to say that this is how we can guarantee ourselves 5 more seats?
So if we talk about New Orleans or we talk about Louisiana, one of the smartest folks that I could say that understands from A to Z on this redistricting that they definitely ignore is Carl Gallman. Mr. Gallman has been a part and understood the redistricting. I can remember when they had the meeting over at UNO, when all of us went over there, and they had all the representatives sitting on the stage like they were kings and queens. Carl Gallman got up to that microphone and they had to cut him off. And he was like, don't mess with me. I'm trying to make sure that this is how it goes. But one of the smartest folks that I know that has his own maps, understands the populace, and understands the loss and the gain of folks, depending on racial barriers. He will give you the breakdown because he pays attention to it, and he's been doing it for years. So I'm glad that we got him. So, if that comes to us, we got somebody that can at least come in here and get on the microphone and tell everybody what we need to do.
I think if we don't wake up soon and try to see exactly what's happening,
it's gonna come to us.
We're gonna lose out.
Yeah.
These people are trying to make sure that they stay in control. They're trying to make sure that they have the power to do whatever they want to do or whatever they are doing.
Right.
So if we don't understand that the two things that really pushed us forward was education and voting.
Yep.
We have to come back to the realization of what we need to really do to move forward. Or matter of fact, not to move forward, just to stay where we are.
Right.
Because there's the culture coming in, they're saying that we don't really need to have civil rights and equal rights and none of that no more.
No. Yeah, and it looks like the Supreme Court is just sitting there, picking up the work of Trump. Actually, anything he wanted to do, they're gonna let him do it.
That seemed to be the case.
Yep. So.
All right, my friend.
Have a good weekend. I appreciate the call.
All right,
I'll talk to you later. Hey, Miss Matthews. Miss Matthews. Ms. Matthews. You are listening to the delay. Hey, Miss, how you doing? What you say? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. What you got?
Okay. What I want to say, first of all, I was surprised to hear T-Bone saying he agrees with Eric because to me, first of all, that guy is a bigot and he tries to come off in a smart aleck way, but he sounds like an idiot to me. But anyway, putting that on. Oh, and the other thing I want to tell him, when he called, tell him to say Mr. Vapid. Put a hand on Vapid's name. Mr. Vapid's not Vapid to him. But anyway, not getting over to what's going on in Texas. I'm proud.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because you say that with so much I'm just waiting for you to cuss on that, but I'm good. Go ahead.
No, but I'm proud of the Democrats. I say because the people they get so tired of the Democrats coming across as wimps. I say at least take a stand, even if you lose, at least fight for something. I say, and to me the difference with the gerrymandering is maybe they want to say both sides do it, but it's more dangerous in this case because this is gerrymandering from the White House, and that's what's dangerous. The president, I think, is behind all of this.
Yeah, he is. He's the one that asked Greg Abbott to go back and redo the district lines so that he can get at least 3 more folks to get in, so that they'll have 5 people instead of just 3. So if they lose one, they'll still have the majority vote Republican.
Right, and to me, that's why it's so dangerous because historically, if there were challenges to gerrymandering, we depended on the federal government to appeal to the federal government for them to try to get some type of justice.
Right.
But if it's coming out of the White House, that's what's dangerous. And it's dangerous because it's actually like usurping the rules of the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, we can't just keep letting this man keep doing anything he wants to do, because that's why we have a Constitution and is governed by the Constitution in the United States.
Right.
And I'm saying, just like the early settlers, they got tired of the British rules and what the British was doing to them. That's why we had an American Revolution. And I say, to me, that's what the Democrats need to be about, fighting. And then with the people, we're going to have to join in, if it's through protests, through boycotts, through whatever, to show them that, no, we're not going along with what's going on, because most of us know it's wrong what you're doing. If you win by the right means, is one thing, but if you constantly finagling things, that's not right. So I say I am so proud of the Democrats for fighting, and I'm saying, to me, we better pay attention, not only in Louisiana, in Alabama, and Mississippi, because I said these people are meeting on us.
Yeah.
This is not just no happenstance. They are actually meeting and planning about how they can, basically do illegal things.
Yeah. Okay.
So we better pay attention. So I'm going to go because I hear your music.
Yeah, he got the music going, so I got to take my break. Miss Matthews,
right.
you have a great
Nice
weekend, and thank you for calling.
Okay.
Yeah? All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, more coming up. Alvin, hold on. We're coming back to you next. We got to take our break.
AURN News.
It's a political standoff in Texas gone federal. Well, on paper, Republican Senator John Cornyn says the FBI has agreed to help locate more than 50 Texas Democrats who fled the state to block a GOP redistricting vote. This comes after President Trump called for a mid-decade map drawing to give Republicans 5 more congressional seats ahead of the 2026 midterm. But quorum breaking is legal in Texas. There's no federal crime. Illinois Governor and J.B. Pritzker says FBI agents might show up for show, but they can't make arrests on several warrants outside of Texas. However, the optics may make it look a different way as they try to apply political pressure. This isn't the first time a political minority has left the state to block a vote, but with Trump's national push to lock in more GOP seats, the fight now is bigger than Texas. For all these stories and more, follow me at Ebony McMorris or go to AURN.com.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
I find it difficult to understand how the Republican congressional majority can claim to be Christian. Several weeks ago, you'll remember they passed the president's so-called big, beautiful bill. The president signed it. They even had the gumption to have a big celebration with Trump at the White House. Now, here's the thing about that. How can so-called Christians celebrate a bill that takes from the poor and rewards the rich? There is nothing more unchristian than stealing from the poor to give to the rich. A Christian is obligated to feed the hungry. Instead, the so-called GOP Christians in Congress are cutting food stamps. They should be healing the sick, but instead they are cutting Medicaid. They should be standing up to the fat cat billionaire class, but instead, the so-called Christians are lowering taxes for the billionaire class. These policies, ladies and gentlemen, have no basis in the teachings of Jesus or any religious teachings around the world that says when someone gets hungry or sick, you have the right to make more money off of them while lining the pockets of your wealthy donors. Not surprisingly, this heartless action has drawn the ire of the citizens who've attended town hall meetings held by some GOP congressional representatives. In an effort to avoid future embarrassment from such dissatisfied voters upset about their policies, Republican leaders have advised their members not to hold any further town hall meetings with constituents, an act of shameless cowardice. And yet, it remains to be seen whether the Republican base will punish these heartless jackasses by voting them out of office. The answer awaits us in the upcoming midterm elections in 2026. Lest we forget the so-called big, beautiful bill from the not-so-beautiful party. This is Norman Robinson off the top.
2517 Bayou Road is the place to be. Nano's Cajun Cuisine and Pastries. If you're thinking brunch, lunch, breakfast, or dinner, if y'all looking for a great spot with authentic New Orleans cuisine, Nano's Cajun Cuisine and Pastries is the place you want to be. We closed on Mondays, Tuesday. We open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and we reopen for dinner for 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Wednesday through Friday, we open at 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. and we reopen for dinner from 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. Saturdays, we're open from 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. Y'all come check us out at 2517 Bayou Road.
Are you passionate about community safety and police accountability? Tune in to The Monitor's Mic, where we talk about oversight, policing, and you. Hosted by the Office of Independent Police Monitor, we're here to shine a light on policing issues that matter, from real-time policing updates to in-depth interviews. Get the facts and stay informed. We're breaking down complex issues, highlighting community voices, and holding people behind the badge accountable. Join us for an informative hour every Friday at noon on WBOK. Your city, your police, your show. The Monitor's Mic.
Ken Mass Studios and Lucky Johnson present The Praying Grandma, a stage play at the Cook Theater on Dillard University's campus, Friday, August 8th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, August 9th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Host for the evening will be Dr. Monique Guillory, featuring Lucky Johnson and special guest Alicia Blue Eyes Renee. Come enjoy the family fun on Friday, August 8th at 7 p.m. and Saturday, August 9th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Get your tickets now at Eventbrite.com.
Got unpaid parking or camera tickets in New Orleans? Here's some good news. Through August 31st, you can take care of them without paying late fees. That's money back in your pocket. Just go to NOLA.gov/no late fees to see what you owe. You can pay all at once or sign up for a payment plan and break it into monthly payments at no extra cost. That's NOLA.gov/no late fees. NOLA.gov/no late fees. Don't miss out. This offer ends August 31st. Fresh produce, local flavor, and a healthy you. New Orleans East Hospital is hosting a farmers market the last Wednesday of every month from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Join us in the parking lot across from the main entrance. Support local farmers and your wellness. We'll see you there.
This year marks 20 years since Hurricane Katrina changed our city and our schools forever. New Schools for New Orleans is sharing After the Storm, a special series reflecting on the past 2 decades of change and progress in public education. Through videos, personal stories, and a powerful interactive timeline and data dashboard, we explore how our schools recovered, transformed, grew, and what that progress means for our students today. Discover the videos, data, resources, and stories behind the 20 years of change at newschoolsforneworleans.org/Katrina20.
WBOK. Online at WBOK1230.com. Here we go. The reality check on WBOK 1230 AM.
All right, folks, before we get out of here on a Friday, let me go back to the phone lines. Alvin, how you doing, buddy?
What's that, G? I'm all right, baby.
What's
well,
going
bro,
on?
let's see if I can get a lot of stuff in there. What's up, BOK family? We ain't going to even dress some flybys, and you know the one back there by the door. But we're going to stick to some facts because we got that limited time. So, gee, I was listening to some national news and some national, satellite news and listening to some different things. So some of the problems that California has is that they gerrymandered, I was pretty much saying they gerrymandered so much after the 2020 census during 2021 season that it pretty much is going to be difficult for them to find more seats. The second one is
in California.
New York. Yeah, I'm just reporting. I'm just saying what some of the other chatter is on the flip side for the Democrats. And then in New York, because New York has to have some type of amendment to their state constitution, and it said, and the reason why and I think make it in a nutshell, some of the reason why he was saying that is because it could probably be done, but the time that it's going to take, they may not have time to do it before the midterm election. So that's an issue. And to the other caller, one of the other reasons how they got this idea and who sent them to is because of the state of Ohio. Remember, the state of Ohio had a case about gerrymandering, about district. I think it was based upon the color discrimination or whatever, and they made them redraw the district. So when Ohio redraws their district, I think they're going to automatically gain another 1 or 2 seats. So that's where you get that plan. But why this though, G? Now remember how we always talk about how Republicans think about tomorrow and Democrats think about yesterday. So, and we think about some of the pieces to this puzzle. Remember during his third term when we had this conversation about when it was having a rise or whatever in D.C., and he asked for all the agents and law enforcement to come up to D.C., and everybody was in an uproar because they didn't have no identity. They didn't know who they were. They were just maxed up with nothing. And remember I called and I said that was a live fire exercise. So I bring that point to this point. Remember when he first came in, yeah, we all talking about the third term and martial law. We was thinking, and some of us were thinking, this was going to happen now with the martial law. So guess what? If you got this state trying to do redistricting, and it's a Democratic state, you got the other state trying to do redistricting, and that's a Republican state, you're going to have so much stuff going on, gee, that's almost damn near the prerequisite to a civil war. So when now I'm not saying that's going to live far. I know I'm going to live far, but I'm in the back of the conspiracy class back of there, trying to take some notes and put some notes together. So when you look at that aspect of it, now he can do the martial law deal because now you got the courts on your side, you got both houses on your side now. So now we not only are the American people not only just need the Democrats to come together and say something and really stand up and stop just talking. We need some of these moderate, quote-unquote, moderate Republicans because now we're seeing the difference, if we didn't know, between moderate Republicans, moderate Democrats, mega class, the conservatives, so in that side, there's their own infighting. That's why we not talked about the Jeff Epstein side. Us older folk, we know about Trump and Epstein because we saw the pictures when we was coming up.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to pay attention to this one this weekend and then probably bring it back to the table on Monday. Hopefully, my good friend, Dr. Shepard, is also going to be here because I know that she's going to be on her finishing up her traveling tour. So hopefully she'll be here. I got to run, though.
It's going to be interesting. All right, now, G, have a good weekend, baby.
You too, my friend. I'll see you later.
All right.
All righty. Folks, that's going to wrap it up for us on today. I appreciate everybody for being a part of the conversation. Interesting. The more difficult the conversation, the more y'all jump in and got y'all own opinion about this. I talk about something simple, be crickets. This was a good one. We'll talk about it more next week. Y'all be safe this weekend. We're going to be out and about. I know a whole bunch of stuff. I'll probably see you in the streets. Y'all be careful. And we'll see you Monday right